It was a quiet morning in the village of Anka, nestled at the edge of a vast forest whispered to be enchanted by the elders. The dew was still fresh on the leaves, and the songs of early birds filled the air with gentle melodies. Among the narrow winding paths, walked an old man named Baba Kweku. Known to the villagers as a man of few words and many stories, he often wandered into the woods, not to hunt or gather, but simply to listen. He said the forest had its own language, one that spoke to patient hearts. On this particular day, as Baba Kweku ambled past the tall trees with his cane tapping softly against the soil, a faint, frantic sound caught his attention. It was like a muffled cry, sharp, desperate. He paused, tilted his head, and listened. The cry came again. He followed the sound, weaving through thickets and stepping over roots, until he came upon a small hollow at the base of an old Iroko tree. There, struggling in the darkness of a narrow hole, was a tiny, mud-covered kitten. Its little paws were scraping against the walls, its meows filled with panic. Without hesitation, Baba Kweku knelt beside the hole. Slowly, gently, he reached his wrinkled hand into the gap. The kitten, overwhelmed by fear, hissed and clawed at his hand with all its might. Blood trickled down his fingers. Baba Kweku winced but did not move away. He took a breath, muttered something in a soft, calming voice, and tried again. Once more, the kitten lashed out, scratching deeper this time. His hand recoiled, trembling, but his eyes remained steady. A young man named Kojo, who had come into the woods to collect firewood, witnessed the entire scene from a short distance. He dropped his bundle and rushed over. "Old man," Kojo cried. "Leave that cat alone. It doesn't want to be saved. Look at what it's doing to you." Baba Kweku turned briefly toward Kojo, his expression unreadable. But then, without a word, he turned back to the hole and reached in once more, this time slower, gentler. He did not flinch when the claws came again. Minutes passed like hours. Blood mixed with dirt on his hand. But finally, the kitten, exhausted and too weak to fight, let the hand cradle it. Baba Kweku carefully pulled the creature out, cradling it against his chest, whispering to it as though it were a child. Kojo stood dumbfounded, his mouth open, unsure whether to scold or applaud. Baba Kweku slowly approached him, still holding the trembling kitten wrapped in a corner of his robe. "Son," he said calmly, "this little one scratched me not out of hatred, but out of fear. Its claws are all it knows in danger. But I am not here to teach it pain, I am here to offer it peace." Kojo frowned. "But why? Why suffer for something that hurts you?" The old man smiled. "Because I choose to act from who I am, not what it is. The world will often bite when it's frightened, hit when it's broken, and run from the very hands that try to help it. But if we abandon compassion each time we are hurt, then we become part of the hurt too." He paused, then gently handed the kitten to Kojo. It shivered in the young man's arms, eyes wide but not resisting. "You see, Kojo," Baba Kweku continued, "life will give you many chances to turn bitter, to match cruelty with cruelty. But never forget, our character is not shaped by what we receive, but by what we choose to give." As they walked back toward the village, the sun broke through the canopy above, casting golden light over the path. Moral of the story asterisk. Don't let the actions of others rob you of your own principles. Whether they repay you with kindness or pain, always choose to act from your own sense of love, compassion, and strength. Your character should never be a mirror, it should be a light.